Hi, everyone. This is Tammy, owner of Worthyworthitpriceless, and today's podcast is titled Reassess and Reset. Now, for you that may or may not know, next week is the end of not only the end of 2020, but it's also the end of the decade. And what I am asking you guys to do is to basically reassess your life. Take inventory of where you are right now and see if this is the same goals that you had at the beginning of the decade. Because a lot of times we think that we have it all planned out, or we have our life, whatever. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of times we don't really go back and look at our goals. You think about it, if you had a child that was born in the beginning of this decade, now they would be 10 years old. Do you think that you would have any of the clothes that child had as a newborn? Probably not. Or as a toddler? Probably not. But a lot of times what we don't do is really check in within ourselves, within the 10 years, and say, you know what? I actually don't have those goals. That doesn't fit me anymore. That is something I don't want anymore. So I want you to basically look over your life as much as you can. And even in your closet too, is even if there's certain things, clothes or anything that no longer fits where you want to go in the future, it's okay to throw those things away or give those things away, because the truth of the matter is we're always growing. And a lot of things we're growing out of, but a lot of things we just keep around. And what you don't want to do is sit around and just hoarder goals and dreams that no longer fit you. Just like with, the example with the kid with the clothes. If it no longer fits you, whether it's people, places, or things, why do you keep them around? A lot of times we're having people, places, or things just take up space in our life, and we're wondering why we're always dragged down, or we're always upset, we're always depressed. It's because we're around people, places, or things that no longer suits us, that no longer fits us, doesn't fit where we're trying to go, what we're trying to accomplish, or what we're trying to be. And we're always upset, like, man, why am I always feeling like this? It's because you have something that basically no longer fits you, and you're trying to put it on as if it does. And Lord knows, especially like just say if you have clothing that is basically not your size. I remember like a quick story. I don't know if I ever told the story before, but I remember I was in a dressing room at a store, and I knew this shirt was not my size. I think it was like a little bit, I think I was a medium or a large, I don't remember, but it was like a size down. But I'm like, yeah, I think I can fit it. Well, what ended up happening was I ended up putting on the shirt, but I couldn't take the shirt off. And I started panicking in the dressing room. The lady, she's coming by and she's like, can you fit it? And, you need help? And I'm like, no, I'm okay. But I'm sitting there, and as I'm trying to pull it off, it feels like it just basically doesn't fit. By the grace of God, I got the shirt off and I didn't have to cut it, but I was like freaking out. But you got to imagine that's the same thing is with some of our goals when we don't really check in with ourselves and actually assess who we are now. We're sitting up there and we're having goals and things that no longer fit, and we're wondering why we feel so uncomfortable in life, and we're trying to fit in a mode that we no longer basically either fit into, or this is not even the path that we're trying to go on in life. So if I can give you any advice or homework, it would be to look over your life, look over the things that's even in your closet, and reassess, is these clothes what I really want to wear? Is this who I want to be in the future, or anything like that? And secondly, what I would ask you to do as well is write down the things that you want to keep in this decade. Write down the things that you no longer basically want to carry with you over the threshold of 2021 into the next decade. That can be anything, but the instructions is write down the things that you no longer want to keep, so just basically just say you have a bad attitude. Write down bad attitude, lack of consistency, this, that, and the third, whatever you want to keep in this decade. Write those things down. Do not reread what you wrote. Write it down and tear it up and leave it here. And make a conscious effort within yourself no longer to do those things that's on that list, but do not reread it. Just leave it in this decade. Okay? So I just want to give you guys that encouragement and that homework to help you along your journey of rediscovering, and hopefully it will help you be a better person in the next decade. I will be coming back and doing more, but either way, that is your encouragement, your homework for today. Always know that you have worth, you have value, you are worthy, worth it, and priceless. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. Thank you for your support thus far, and love you guys. And until next time, bye.